welcome back. There were certain words and phrases that jumped out at me on this telegram that's going to help us understand it better. So let's go through them. First of all, grave concern. This person is very worried about something, aren't they? Then we have the mention of 4,000 Basque children. These are children from the Basque region in the north of Spain. You can see it on the map here. They also talk about under canvas. I think they're talking about people living in tents. So maybe you've been camping, you probably went for a weekend or a few days. They also mention climatic conditions, the weather. I think the weather is meant to be pretty bad. So this telegram is worried about these children, thousands of children living in tents in bad weather. They want the government to rethink where they're going to live. So I'm going to reveal what was going on at this time. In May 1937, 4,000 children aged from just 5 to 15 caught their first glimpse of Southampton on the coast of England. They travelled by boat, and the boat was only supposed to hold 800 people. It was very overcrowded, and they had terrible weather, so that a lot of the children were very seasick. They were not with their parents. Only a few days before, their families had made the heartbreaking decision to allow their children to travel to England for safety. This is because their homes were being bombed in the Spanish Civil War. These children were what we call refugees, people who were forced to leave their homes because of fear. This is often due to war, but it can be for other reasons. This is an image of the bombing in a town called Guernica in the north of Spain. Children arrived at the camp that's mentioned in our telegram with hundreds of white tents in lines. It was called North Stoneham. This is a photograph of it that was taken at the time. These children were totally unprepared for camping. Many lived in built-up cities like Bilbao in flats. I can't imagine how these children must have felt without their parents, far away from their hometowns. I want you to think about what would be important for child refugees coming to a new country. For instance, one of the first priorities, I think, would be making sure that they had proper shelter from the weather. Click on part 3 when you've had a good think about other things that would be important.